You may be seated. Gold. Gold has been used as a measure of wealth and status since around 3000 BC, when the ancient Egyptians integrated it into their society and lives. For the first time, gold was worth something. Later, around 564 BC, the kingdom of Lydia, which is now Turkey, used gold in coins for the first time. Gold gained more worth. After came the Greeks, the Romans, the early explorers, all looking for this precious and valuable metal. And gold, then, was suddenly the motivator for world exploration and scientific innovation. In 1849, the gold rush of California brought westward expansion and millions of hopeful prospectors looking for treasure. Gold is valuable because it completes the holy trinity of valuable metal criteria. First, it's rare, but not too rare. Second, its low melting point and malleability allow gold to be used for a number of different applications. And lastly, it doesn't rust or oxidize. It's going to be beautifully shiny and yellow forever. Now, there are rarer metals. Osmium, for example, would make a beautiful bluish white ring. It would be very, very heavy. But when exposed to the air, it creates a toxic compound that could kill you. So cross osmium off the list. Iridium is 12 times rarer than gold. But it has such a high melting point, working with it is almost more trouble than it's worth. Iridium eradicated. Other metals have two of the three check marks. Copper, workable, low melting point, but it turns green and rusts. Silver, workable, low melting point, but really not as rare as gold. Gold really is the gold standard. Rarity, beauty, flexibility. When you can be all of those things, you are something very special, valuable. It's an arduous process, metallurgy. The intense heat, the incredible stress. A crucible is the cup where these metals are heated. And in the dictionary, it's also defined as a severe test. Test of extremes, ups and downs, trials and tribulations. But after the fire, there is always form. Whether it's a ring, or a cup, or a necklace, or that connector in your computer that lets you really do all that fast downloading, after the forge, after the fire, there is always form. Gold melts at 1948 degrees Fahrenheit. By contrast, platinum melts at over 3,000. Tungsten at over 6,000. Seems like a lot to go through. It's almost impossible to think about what these elements have done to them. But in the end, in the right hands, this fire and flame leads to an eventual manipulation of these materials into something useful, something beautiful, beneficial. After the fire, there is always form. Christie and Jim have been through their own tests, extremes, ups and downs. And after their fire, the form they found was one that was unified, together, one. Through the crucible of life and death and a pandemic that changed the world, it didn't change them. Two souls looking for something valuable, something of worth. Gold is given as a gift, a symbol. Even here today, there will be gold to symbolize this union. And perhaps no one will think of where that gold came from, what that gold had been through, or even what that gold may have been previously. Value. Jim is valuable to Christie because he sees her, hears hears her, understands, and honors her. He knows her worth. Christie is valuable to Jim because she knows the value and rarity of true, selfless love. She knows his worth. Your relationship, like gold, has the three gifts of value. It's rare. Rare to find someone that fits so well. It's flexible. These two dated through a pandemic and they're still getting married. That's flexibility. And that shine, that luster, the brilliant glow of two people so happily in love that the rest of the world just drifts away. And it will never tarnish. Rarity, flexibility, beauty. All of the traits that make your life together as good as gold. And now, the rings. First, Christie. Here. Christie, if you will, repeat after me. I, Christie, give you, Jim, this ring as an eternal symbol of my love and commitment to you.
Of my love and commitment to you.
Repeat after me. I, Jim, give you, Christie, this ring as an eternal symbol of my love and commitment to you. Now please join hands. The ritual of hand fasting is a centuries-old practice that represents the ties that bind. By bringing together your hands and laying on this cord, it signifies your bond here and forever. This cord is comprised of three colors, braided and woven together. White for purity, devotion, and peace. Pink for romance and happiness. And finally, dark blue for strength and longevity. Now, you are bound one with the other, with a tie not easy to break. Grow in the wisdom that your marriage will be strong, and that your love will last in this life and beyond. Jim, do you take Christie to be your wife, to be her constant friend, her partner in life, and her true love? To love her without reservation, honor and respect her, and protect her from harm. Comfort her in times of distress, and to grow with her in mind and spirit.
I absolutely do.
Christie, do you take Jim to be your husband, to be his constant friend, his partner in life, and his true love? To love him without reservation, honor and respect him, and protect him from harm. Comfort him in times of distress, and to grow with him in mind and spirit.
Yes, I do.
Well, from this day forth, let you be known as husband and wife. And now, a blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rains fall soft upon your fields. May green be the grass you walk on. May blue be the skies above you. May the pure be the joys that surround you. May true be the hearts that love you. And now you may kiss the bride.
All the time,